Okay, so very good evening. Welcome to Financial Fitness Program. My name is Samir Bapat, and today we are going to analyze one probable multi-bagger, which is likely to give 100% returns in 2022. So, if you are ready to analyze along with me, type yes. If you are there with me, if you are ready to analyze along with me this multi-bagger, yes. Okay, great. So let's go ahead. Before I go ahead, this is the disclaimer. Disclaimer is opinion shared in this presentation are my personal opinion and analysis. Please do your own analysis before investing a single rupee in the stock. You will not hold me accountable for your profit. Tomorrow, if you have profit by investing in this stock, don't come back to me and say, because of you, we had a profit in the stock. Or if you have loss in the stock, don't come back to me and say, we had loss in this stock because of you. This is a disclaimer. And if you agree with this disclaimer, first 3 points, please type A for agree. If you agree, just type A in the chat box so that we can proceed with our presentation and analysis. Great, thank you. So let's move forward. So today we are going to analyze the company. The company's name is BCL Industries. So we are going to analyze BCL Industries. I was very much impressed when I was going through the annual report of the BCL industry. I was very much attracted to this statement which was written. They wrote, "We are at the tipping point between our ambition and destiny." The the owners, the promoters are at a very confidence level, because you write such profound statement only when you realize that okay, after 46, they are in the business for last 40-45 years, and you realize that okay, after we have been slogging for last 40-45 years, now is the time to fly. And that's what I felt the very first page when I read the BCL industry. I felt ki the promoters are on the verge. They have realized that we might be, our company is ready to fly, so they have written. So on this statement itself I would put my money, but still we have to analyze why we should be putting the money in this company. So before we analyze why we should be investing this year right now, if the opportunity arises to in this company, is first of all historical performance. So sanity check, it is having a profit growth 3 years compounded is 36%, good. Sales growth is 19%, very good. ROE, return on equity, is 18%. ROE for 3 years, almost 18%, fantastic. ROC, return on capital employed, is 17%, very good. Pledge percentage equal to 0. So they have not pledged any shares as to the bank. Good. Historical sanity check. We can go ahead and analyze the stock further. Now, inventory days, again, we have a annual report of last year, 2021. Based on that report, from 165 days, inventory days, they have reduced to 75. Fantastic performance. This is outstanding performance, where you are reducing inventory days to 175. This shows the improvement in the efficiency they must have brought in into their company in last year financial year. And once you bring in improvements, it does not stop there. You enjoy doing improvements and you keep doing improvements for reducing the inventory days. So this is likely to continue, and we'll see once their report, annual report, comes in the March. Second is debtor days has gone up from 34, gone up to 34 from 14, which was okay because of the corona year. The payments might have got delayed. We can give, we'll have to see this year what happens. Days payable gone down to 30 from 76. They might have helped out the supplier, so that is also understandable. Not very ideal, but given the situation of corona and all, this is likely. So, and please remember, this is numbers are available for us from the last year figures. So far so good. Like historical performance, if you see the numbers and all, the cash flow is okay based on this, because the debtor days and days payable have gone here and there, acceptable. to go further. So it's not that we have a serious concern, we can go ahead for analysis. Now, so what's so great about this company? BCL Industries, what's so great? Why we have picked up this company? That is the question number one. And that is the most important question for analyzing this company. So I want you to analyze along with me why we can consider BCL Industry as a investment uh, instrument. Today's situation. I hope everyone is aware about the war going in Ukraine and sanctions being put on Russia by various global players. If you are aware of Ukraine war and sanctions, can you all type yes? Yes. Only one person knows. Only Satish has typed yes. Okay. So okay. Great. So everyone knows Ukraine war last 1 month. It is going on, a tragedy, human tragedy, which is occurring. So now what has happened because of the Ukraine war? Now, how many days do you think? Let's say tomorrow Putin says, okay, guys, enough is enough. I am going back. I am pulling back my forces. Will not do anything from tomorrow. Even if Russia stops the or comes out of Ukraine tomorrow with the speed, how much time it will take Ukraine to recover from whatever devastation it has undergone? Any guess? Just guess. It's a guess of anyone. Few years, at least 2 years, minimum 2 years to रहेगा, 2 to 3 years to रहेगा ही रहेगा. They will have to rebuild their buildings, they will have to rebuild their infrastructure, whatever refugees have gone, they have to come back and everything. A lot of time. Now, second thing is, even if tomorrow, just tomorrow Friday is there, tomorrow Putin says, okay, I'm going back, will US and NATO countries, will they say, okay, since you have gone back, we'll not put any sanction on you, we'll lift all the sanctions from Russia, no more sanctions? Do you think it is possible? Do you think that tomorrow if he backs out? No, right? Once they have got the advantage, they have got the momentum. Even if Russia backs out tomorrow, decides to say, okay, enough is enough, we are not going ahead with the war, people will be still pressing for the sanctions on Russia. This is the situation. This is the current situation. Okay. Now, result of this situation and what is the impact? What is the result of this situation and impact is Ukraine war, right? The supply and the Russian sanction. There is a sunflower oil. Sunflower oil, which is the edible oil, the components and some portion of the oil, 60% of global supply comes from Ukraine and Russia. Around 40-45% of sunflower oil comes from Ukraine, some 26% comes from Russia. It makes 60% of global supply of sunflower oil. Because of this war and because of this sanctions, how many of you think that this supply will be disrupted? Type yes. If you think it will not be disrupted, type no. If you think it is okay, war hai to kya hua, supply aata rahega. But if you agree that yes, because of war, this oil supply will be disrupted. If the oil supply is disrupted, will the sunflower oil prices will go up? Will the prices will go up? If prices go up, if it becomes unaffordable or it becomes so costly, there is a likelihood that people might shift to some other kind of edible oils, because tel to khana hi hai, right? We are so used to oil, we want for frying, vegetable cooking. We are so much dependent on oil that if sunflower oil prices pushes up, there is a likelihood that many people might shift to a cheaper options. Possible? Possible. So this is one thing which we have. Second is sanctions of Russia. Crude oil prices has gone up, and we have like we all know in India also the rate for petrol and diesel have gone up. So this is two situation which has come up. Now, third is the rupees versus USD. So as the balance goes now, it's I think 80, 90, I don't know. The USD is becoming costlier now. So more and more it becomes costly. The oil becomes costly. The imports become costly. There is a cost pressure on foreign reserves as well. So again, government will have to take some serious measures to do this. So this is the situation. There is a pressure on the prices of sunflower oil. It might go up. Uh, many might shift to some other type of edible oils if it becomes out of, like if it goes beyond affordable. They would think of looking at alternate oil types. Crude oil price going up, so we have to do something. Rupees versus dollar having pressure, so there is something to be done about it. So this is the situation which is arising for our analysis of today's company. Again, if oil prices going up, government of India will try to promote someone who is making within India other types of oils, mixing of ethanol in petrol and diesel. Anyway, the government project is going on. The requirement, they are saying okay, you can mix 20%. Right now the supply is not there. The challenge is the ethanol supply is not there for mixing in petrol and diesel. The capacity does not come overnight. Then government of India is wanting to reduce the imports and agriculture growth. This is the focus of government. Why I always speak about focus of government is because once government is also focused towards one sector. See, many times I have heard, no, this government is not doing something. So even if there is some Congress government, even if there is some XYZ government or BJP government, there will be people from all sides, they'll say no, government has not done anything. My suggestion to you is, you may have your political opinion, but believe me, when the government, however efficient or inefficient it may be, once it decides to do something about one sector or something, it will pump in lots and lots of money, lots and lots of money, which is good enough for us to earn good money if we are doing proper analysis. So don't have that is okay, this government got bad, leave that, analyze the company. And government is focused on these 4 points in their budget every year. So this is our strong point. What is the advantage of BCL Industries? One, they are into edible oil business. They are manufacturing edible. They are not having sunflower oil. They are having other edible oils. They are having like mustard oil and all those oils they are having. So they are into oil business. So if there is a pressure of price on sunflower, people shifting on other edible oils, they will be having an advantage of able to sell more. Second is they are having distillery business. So they have, because they have a lot of grains and also they have acquired a capacity to convert it into ethanol. So they have a ethanol. So one situation, two problems, one company having solution for both the problems. So that is how the this company is positioned right now. It has manufacturing facilities in Punjab, and it has a facility in West Bengal for ethanol in near Kharagpur. Now, Kharagpur, there is a Indian Oil IOC refinery also. So they have opened a ethanol distillery near the customer. So customer is having refinery. These people have said, okay, we'll give you ethanol from here itself. Why to bring all the way from Punjab to here? So they are going close to the customer. Advantage over competitors. I have analyzed few companies which are competitors to BCL. Now IOC. It's near Haldia, right? Just type IOC and they will have near Kharagpur. Just type in, not in Kharagpur. I'm not saying it is exactly in the vicinity of their distillery. Just to find out. You will find Haldia is okay. Fine. So we have a point of contention here. Okay, Haldia is far. You can find out it is near Kharagpur. I'm not saying they have made a distillery adjacent to the IOC factory. I'm saying they have gone nearby to their customer. That's the point. And then advantage over competitors is it has both the products for current situation this year. there are two situations which has come up. One is the oil shortage, the edible oil shortage, and second is petrol price going high. They have a solution, or they are positioned for taking advantage of these two situations. Second is they are aligned with the government vision. So government, if they are promoting, government is encouraging, government might give some subsidy, some tax rebates, and all. Given the pressure and all, these people are in position to take advantage of that. So this is the advantage over competitor, because most of their competitors, they are either in oil or either in ethanol. They are in sugar based ethanol, not seed based ethanol. So they have a advantage over their competitors. So expected growth rate of the sector, actually the growth rate of edible oil or ethanol without this situation is around 6 to 8%, which is not very great. But given this special situation, given this scarcity, given this situation, the growth rate may be very high this year for companies which are catering to this. My expectation is at least they will be able to sustain growth rate of 30% this year, because of this situation which has come up because of this war. So this investment strategy is not for lifelong. Okay, so no one should ask me ki nahi, should I buy this share today, and should I gift it to my granddaughters and all, grandsons and all? Nahi. My analysis is not that far. For me, long term is 1 year or 2 year. If my money doubles, and if the objective is, if the company's advantage is gone in 1 year, 2 year, and the charts tell me abhi ho gaya iska, then I exit. So everyone okay, everyone clear that I am not talking long term means you buy today and gift it to your grandkids? No. Okay, how many of you are okay that I am not talking that long term? Can I have yes if you are agreeing with me? Okay, great. So it's for 1 or 2 years, because again EVs are coming in. We don't know, that scenario might change. The pressure on petrol might change in 1 or 2 years. EVs might come up. There might be a situation where we have less dependency of petrol. So this sector we are talking about 1 year, 2 year maximum. Please keep this in mind. Now products, ethanol, as of last year, they had 32% of revenue from ethanol. It's used in cosmetics and all those things. And predominantly, they are focusing more towards supplying the ethanol to the refineries and all. This is the distillery capacity expansion. So 2021, they had 200 KLPD capacity. 22, they have 400 KLPD capacity. 2023 they have already planned for 700, so they are increasing their capacity by almost 100% every year. Fine. So how many of you think that if they're increasing their capacity by 100% and there is a demand, there will be a profitability? How many of you agree that okay, if they are increasing their capacity and there is a demand, there will be profitability will increase? Yes. Okay, great. So this is what their story is, and already their construction, it's in pipeline, so it is there. Edible oil, I am not sure. I have not consumed any of their products, neither, mostly because I am based in South. These products are in North. I don't know. Anyone can tell me, has anyone experienced these products? How are they, good or bad? Or not experienced, not purchased, not heard? Okay, because I wanted to get a customer feedback for this products. I have no feedback. It is very important that we have some experience, customer experience. So this is one, we can say, open area in this analysis where the customer feedback is required. Having said that, still, because of the shortage of other type of oil, there might be increase in this people's oil. So we can take it this way. No, no, Maharashtra, no. These are more into north only, as per the company's report. Maybe going to the like bulk purchasers and all. So they might not be going for the retail users. They might be going for the bulk purchasers. Okay. So having said that, so this is the conviction, overall conviction for BCL. I'll just summarize what is the situation. So everyone is okay with the situation, with the constraint on edible oil and crude oil. There is an opportunity. If everyone is okay, can I have yes from all of you? If this point is okay, constraint is okay. Second is we have a company which is in a way catering to this, which is well positioned to do this. Even before the war started, they were trying to position themselves as a supplier, a big supplier of ethanol. They were expanding their capacities since last 2 years, and they are working on improving their efficiency. So there is a situation, and there is one company which was trying to already take advantage of the situation, and the situation is sort of God sent to them, that okay, here is the opportunity, prove yourself. So given this situation, now the question is when to buy. My individual assessment is it might touch till 1000 within a year. It might go higher also. Current market price is 511 rupees. Again, please remember my disclaimer. This is my personal individual assessment. Don't buy on my assessment. Please do your analysis and then buy. Okay. So this target is 1000 rupees, what I feel for the share price. Current market price is 511. I am a breakout trader, so I don't buy when it becomes cheap, because if a share becomes cheaper, if it goes from 511 to down, I will not touch it. I don't believe in buying at a lower price or averaging when it is going down. I'm afraid when the stock is going down, because there is something news which I don't know. I always like to buy a share which goes up. So I'm a breakout trader, always buy on the peak. I'll show you on the charts. So you have to buy on the breakouts. Second thing is, don't put all your entire money, all your savings, PF savings, and don't sell your house and put all money on this. Uh, Maximum to maximum, you should invest in any share. This is a thumb rule which I also follow. Don't invest more than 15% of your entire capital reserved for stock market in one share. That is the maximum limit. That is one thing. Second thing is, uh, this second thing is, uh, if let's say if your capital is 10 lakh rupees, then 5% of 10 lakh kitna hoga? 10% is 1 lakh and 5% is 50,000. So divide your capital into three parts: 50,000, 50,000, 50,000. First buy with 50,000. Let the price go up by 10%. So your first buy should become profitable by 10%. Then buy with the next 50,000. Let the entire portfolio become profitable by 10%. Then buy the third one. So you average out. As per my the way I have been investing in my life is, I average when it goes up. I always love to bet on a winning horse. I don't bet on the losing horses. The horses which go down, I don't bet on them. I bet on horses which go up. So this is the way you can proceed with this. So, and 15% investment. Okay, so let's go to the charts. Where is the chart? Okay. Here is the chart. See, it is recovering nicely, especially after the war started. Somewhere here, the war started. The prices of this stock started going up. Agree? How many of you can see that as soon as the almost, I think this is the day when the war started, right? Somewhere around 25th, 28th February, 24th February here. And as you can see on the chart, the prices of this share started going up. So we can say I was little bit late in identifying this share, almost 10% late, from where it has almost 400 to 500, 20% late. Nevertheless, it doesn't matter whether we are late, 10%, 20% doesn't matter. Whenever we find out about a stock, we find out about a stock. When to buy? See, this is a peak right now. It is forming a stalling candle here. It is a like a harami pattern. I believe, how many of you have attended my candlestick patterns webinar? Yes, this is a harami pattern. This is a like bearish engulfing also, and a pattern. It is stalling. Let's not jump the gun. Even if we like the share, let's not jump the gun. There, it might go down. We don't know. Always, as I told you, I am a breakout trader. I would buy it above at this point. Whenever it crossing this point, I will be buying. Then this is the resistance. It will be crossing the resistance. I'll be more interested in that. And as I said, as it goes up by 10%, that is when one should add. Don't add and average it out when it is going down. So target, I think, as per my calculation, it should go till, it can go, I should not say should go to 1,000 rupees. So this is the entire analysis. Forum is open for questions. If you have any questions, type in your name. I'll come back to you. Okay, before we go to questions, how many of you think that there is a possibility of earning money in this share? Yes, no? Possible? Okay, great. And one more objective of me analyzing this company was that we need not go behind some IT or sophisticated companies. Simple companies like this also will give us good money, right? So we can analyze this companies like that, and we can earn money. So we need not have very sophisticated companies for earning money. Okay, great. So now you can type in your name if you would like to. If you have, yeah, Ashokji, go ahead, please.
Sir, good evening.
Very good evening.
Sir, one question I have. Right now, you are on the day. I mean, you should put the setting as a day. If you put it for 1 minute during the live trend, and we should we put the moving average also with the 1 minute trend, or it should
No, this is
moving
not
average?
this is not 1 minute trend.
No, this is day trend.
Day trend, yeah.
This is a day trend. I'm asking a general question. Should we put moving average for the 1 minute trend also?
1 minute trend? Why you are going for 1 minute trend for this stock?
Not right now. I'm asking a general question, not for BCL.
No. Can we keep our question specific to BCL?
Okay.
Yeah.
So even if you put a moving average here, I think you will have something different view, as if it is seen like this. Just superimpose.
No. What is your question? I'm not getting your question. I think you are having some different. It's not related to BCL. Then we'll go to next people who are asking.
Okay. Sir.
So technical will take separately.
I drop my question.
Yeah. Okay. Great. Thank you. Yeah, Praveen, go ahead, please.
Sir, should we apply MACD or some other
yes,
indicators also with this?
Definitely, you should have an exit plan. For sure, you should have an exit plan when you are investing in any company based on fundamentals. So you can apply MACD, you can apply moving average, you can apply RSI. You should be comfortable with whatever you would like to put on this.
And sir, one more question related to this company itself and kind of little general also, generic question also. So when we are doing fundamental analysis, so we see, sometimes two parameters also, like book value and price to earning ratio, correct? So do you think when we are doing, when we are buying shares, based on chart, does that P ratio or book value ratio does matters or not?
No, but what is PE ratio, if I ask you?
Price to earning ratio means basically current.
What is the importance of PE ratio?
it basically gives an idea how it is doing comparatively in the sector.
See, it's a very misleading. I like it's most
Okay.
used ratio, but it is most misleading ratio as per me. It's not a complete ratio. So PE standalone, you can have a look at it. Definitely, you can have a look at it, but don't depend on it. Don't go
Okay.
because there is a lot of marketing going around PE that it's a low PE stock, low PE stock. It's a lot of marketing done around that. Even book value also a lot of marketing is done. उतना effective नहीं है ये दोनों ratios.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Paramita ji. What is your
Yeah, hi,
question?
Samir. Yeah, FIIs and DIS investment not seen.
ठीक है ना, हम उनके पहले we have found this share ना.
Okay, because
Why do you think FI and DI are more intelligent than us?
no, recently, while in the screener you gave, right, when this thing, you gave the criteria when FIIs and DIS, when they reduce their investments, then we should also see that.
नहीं, okay, that is one thing on the lighter note I said. But see, what happens is FI, DI investment, we only know till December.
Okay.
Now, if you see the chart, it is going up from here to here. And as soon as the war started, it went up.
Correct.
Now, it is quite possible that FI and DI must have bought here, which we will come to know after March only.
Okay.
So,
Okay,
we are,
yes.
है ना? So there is quite likelihood that they have invested here. We will come to know, normal public will come to know after the quarterly results are published, and they'll come to know, oh, FII mutual funds have invested heavily in this company. So before the news channels tell us or before the quarterly results tell us, we might take a chance and we might invest. We are not going full-fledgedly. We are only investing one portion. If it goes up, we are investing additional.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Srikanth is saying, why not buy sugar stocks direct instead? Yeah, definitely. Why not? If you remember after budget, Srikanth, did you attend my session after budget, Srikanth?
No, Samir, I'm sorry, I could not attend that.
Achha, because I have uploaded. So, see, if you see Triveni, we spoke about Triveni engineering. Right, and budget was when February 2nd, right? This we were somewhere here, and after 4 to 5 days after that, I spoke about Triveni engineering, which is again aligned what your question is, and which was at around, let's say, 269. Now it is 317. So it has gone up. This is one stock which I talked about post budget webinar. Second was BDL. Bharat Dynamics Limited, which makes missiles. So we spoke somewhere after 4-5 days, we spoke at 470 and it is at 562, almost 20% up after budget. So this was the analysis I shared with post budget. How many of you remember these two shares I had discussed? Yes, great. So these two shares were discussed. Triveni is purely into sugar and all. So this is possibility. So what we are doing is we want at least 8 to 10 stocks which are good. We can go and invest. So it's not because we are analyzing this, we are leaving that. It's our comfort level and conviction about the company which we can use to invest. ऐसा कुछ नहीं कि इसको पकड़ा तो उसको छोड़ देंगे, ऐसा कभी नहीं होता है. उसको भी पकड़ेंगे, इसको भी पकड़ेंगे, जिसमें हमारा कन्विक्शन है दोनों को पकड़ेंगे.
Right. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, Satish, go ahead.
Okay, so can we say from observation that around that time, sorry, if you can get the BCL Industries, yes.
Yeah.
So around that time, there is a pattern formation which is
this one?
Reversal pattern, yes.
This is bullish engulfing, yes.
Bullish engulfing,
yeah.
Yes. And similar such pattern was there a few days back, but then pattern broke. Is that correct?
This has not broken convincingly, right?
Okay.
You see, that's why I said I am a breakout trader. This is a top found, but this top is not broken convincingly. I need one green candle here.
Oh, okay.
Green candle. That's why I'm saying don't buy here. Buy when it crosses this line.
Okay, okay.
तो थोड़ा conviction बनेगा कि हाँ अभी it is not the only from here to here. It is likely to go, and then we add as it goes up.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. Because this is a new IPO listing. I believe it was somewhere in 2021. Okay. Okay, thanks, Samir.
Okay, great. Thank you. Meenal is asking any stop loss for this. You can use a 10% stop loss for this if it is going down after your one buy. So that's why we are making it 3 buys. Now, Nikunj, Nikunj, go ahead.
I have two questions.
Yeah.
One is that when we see, on 28th of Jan, there was an earnings day. And 2 days after that, the stocks came down.
Correct.
And on 2nd of February, we also had the budget day. So in spite of Atmanirbhar stress by the government and the ethanol stress, the stocks fell down.
Correct.
So was there something in that earnings day reports or something that was negative about the company, and it was only because of the war that the stocks came up? So
if you see our earnings strategy, so, okay, you go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, this is first question. I'll ask second question later. My second question is that entry point, since it's a fundamentally strong question and PEG ratio is less than 1.5.
Okay.
You can go for Ichimoku also.
Yes, definitely. Why not?
Okay.
So coming to your first question, see, we know something, we don't know something, correct?
Correct.
Now, if you see our earning strategy, which we discussed on Tuesday, if we say 28 January and if we start from 28 December, this fits into our earning strategy fantastically.
Correct.
Correct. So always earnings will not reflect on the earnings day. Post earning, it is likely to go down only because the price is already built up before 1 month. People are expecting it to have a good earnings. That's why it started. See, it's again, like we discussed, it consolidated post this earning. From this earning to yesterday, what I discussed, from this earning to this earning, it almost consolidated. From this 1 month before, it went up, and again it's consolidation. It happens. This is normal phenomena. There's nothing wrong in that. Atmanirbhar Bharat, again, many people might be knowing this, that okay, government is going to implement ethanol, because that is not a new story on 2nd February. It is quite some time it is going on. That was reassured. So it was known, it went down. Why? We don't know why it went down. But definitely the timing of it going up does coincides with the timing of the war. That means people were aware about the advantages of this company in case of war. Right. So it went up. It gives us a positive indication that okay, there is a likelihood that this may have a advantage in coming days, and their distillery is open, and so it becomes a good potential to buy. Again, we are not putting all our savings, lifetime savings in this. We are going based on our risk management and money management. And as jo niyati hai stock market ki, we might as well lose also. So it's not that ki बोल दिया है मतलब 1000 होके रहेगा, ऐसा नहीं है. We have to take our risk management, money management, everything in count.
That is true.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So Manmohan Singh, please go ahead.
So Samir, I have purchased at the rate of 119 April 21. Sir. So should I hold for some time or should I sell in?
अरे ये तो क्वेश्चन आपने तो पूरा वेबिनार को डिफीट कर दिया एकदम से. मैं तो I am talking about buying at 500 rupees. You are having at 110 rupees. So I don't know why you are asking this question.
I'm thinking that should I have 300 shares, so should I?
Okay, but if you are asking this question, then I just told for last 45 minutes.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Thank you. So okay, great. So Great. So no, if no more questions, TSK Stoffji, yeah, please go ahead. If you have raised the hand for asking the question.
So I have seen they are having multiple products, not only edible oil. They are in basmati rice, very famous brands, and also liquor, like all the good vodka, whiskey, and rum they manufacture. So it is a good company. Not only that, only for 1 year, only for edible price increase, it will be having, it will give you good benefit. But it will also appreciate in the long run also, because the products are good products. It is just like an FMCG company. So it is having good potential to grow. But I feel
correct.
Yeah.
No, it has potential to grow.
And their products basically in the soybean oil and palm oil and mustard oils are mostly their products. So not famous in in southern part of India, they are not using these oils. So this just I wanted to share my view on this.
But okay, I was also in north sometime. I stayed in Gurgaon, but never heard of this product. So I'm not very sure. Abhi koi mere ko bolega India Gate basmati rice. So I know it is available in south and I have used it. So it is good. So based on that, I purchased KRBL and I earned money in that also. So KRBL manufactures India Gate basmati rice. So I earned money in that. But like I don't know, so that's what the one gray area is there in this, whether how is the product. But given the balance sheet and the earnings and all, and the way they are aligned, all this seems to be definitely seems to be a good company.
And also growing company, sir, fast growing company.
Fast growing company. And why I say 2 years is people should not think यार मैं खरीद लूं आज और फिर मैं अपने पोते को इसको गिफ्ट दूंगा या पोती को गिफ्ट दूंगा, ऐसा मत सोचिए. 2 साल तक कमा लीजिए. अगर चलती रहेगी कंपनी तो वी कैन स्टे इन्वेस्टेड.
ये हजार हो जाएगा तो 1 साल में 2 साल में ठीक है, बहुत है
और क्या. So no litigations and on, no deferred liabilities as Mr. Ashok is asking. So even I am staying in Gurgaon, I haven't heard of it. So this is one point which everyone in North can analyze and then give a feedback. So great. So thank you so much for joining webinar today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got a perspective for fundamental analysis, which might help you in doing analysis on your own. Thank you so much. See you on coming Tuesday. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.